guys, welcome back to your channel. I hope you're doing well, taking care. Today we're gonna do a little video on what should you know before starting a handmade business. Well, before I started my handmade jewelry business, this is gonna be today's video because before I started my business I was a little lost and there's a lot of things that I forgot to keep in mind and that I would need later on, because you have to make a lot of decisions as a small business owner. But before that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. First, we're going to talk about what kind of jewelry you want to sell. For jewelry, there's different types of jewelry. You also have some beaded jewelry, wire work. It's a lot. Like, jewelry is just a general word, can be divided in a lot of style. To start your jewelry business, you gotta keep in mind which style you want to begin with, because it's an investment that you're going to be making. So keep in mind what type of jewelry, how much the material cost, the time it takes for that specific style. If it's beaded jewelry, it's less. Maybe if you're working with wire, it can take up hours or even days to finish a little pendant. Also, where are you gonna get the materials? Who are you gonna be your suppliers? How much the material cost? You can also consider get them in bulk, but that's like another option. Just make sure to decide before time what style, what really interests you. Doesn't mean you have to limit yourself. I'm just saying when you're gonna make that initial investment, you should start with one thing at a time, because if you buy too many things like I did, I bought metal stamping tools. That was a very big investment, and I also have a lot of beads and wire too. So because I made that mistake, I kind of ended up not really using the metal stamping jewelry. I sold it for a little bit and I do still have it, but it was honestly a waste of an investment, especially if you're starting out and your business is new and fresh. Start with a few things at a time. Creating jewelry is mostly about creativity and learning. There's different tricks and tips and a lot of things you can learn, and the jewelry community, it's super big. There's a lot of amazing YouTubers that create jewelry. They create beaded jewelry, they work with crystal jewelry, they make rings. Like, it's amazing what you can do. Just keep in mind this. The second aspect you must keep in mind is, where do you want to sell your jewelry? Are you gonna sell it online? Are you gonna create a website? Are you gonna use eBay, Etsy, any other platform like Depop? So just keep in mind, where are you going to sell your jewelry? Are you gonna sell it in person markets? Because it's very important to know how much it's gonna be, like in the end, how much is gonna be the investment. And also creating a website or learning how to use these different platforms to sell online specifically takes a little bit of time, because each have their different rules or fees. So it's a lot of information that you gotta keep in mind, and you gotta really research and compare and contrast which option is the best for you. Now it is, what social medias are you gonna be using? I highly recommend you use 2 to 3 social medias, preferably ones that you are familiar with. Also, make a separate account for your business, like a separate Gmail. Don't mix your business stuff with your personal email. Like, I learned that the hard way. Please don't do that. So I say 2 to 3 social medias because I used to manage a lot. I used to even have Pinterest. I used to use Facebook. I used Facebook because Facebook and Instagram, for some features on Instagram you need to have a Facebook page. So I do have one and I used to post on it, but I stick mostly with the platforms I'm already familiar with, which is Instagram and TikTok. Use the platforms that you know the best, because when you already are a recurrent user of these platforms, you already know how to post the videos, how to edit, and you just gotta cater it to your business. So now we're gonna talk about, who are you going to be selling to? This is basically your target audience. Jewelry cannot be catered to everybody, but in my case, most of my jewelry is catered towards women or people who identify as women, even non-binary if they want to buy. So that's why it's important to keep in mind who's going to be the target audience of the jewelry you make. You can think about the demographics, the age range. Also, you can think about, is your jewelry going to be only for special occasions? Like, if you make wedding rings or wedding accessories, it's only specifically catered for wedding. Each type of jewelry has their person that likes that jewelry. So just keep this in mind. Who is your target audience? Do a lot of research. And and check out who are the people that buy that jewelry, because like every single product in general, there's always going to be for that specific person. Maybe I could make a video talk about target audience and explain it, because I learned this concept in my business management. Last but not least, I want to mention other expenses, which is packaging, materials. You gotta calculate all the costs, you gotta keep track of inventory. I suggest to make an Excel sheet, or if you like writing it down on a notebook, making a list of all of this, doing the calculation, calculate your fees, all the expenses. They're gonna be part of your business, because a business isn't only about selling. There's a lot of elements that go into it, so just keep in mind the expenses and make sure to calculate, because this is gonna affect obviously the profit you make, and you can set the price point of your jewelry with this. Also keep track of any fees that you're going to be paying. Each platform or whatever media you use to sell your jewelry is gonna have their cost. For example, in my business, I have material expenses, packaging expenses. I also have the monthly fee I pay for my website, and any other taxes and deductions that go into the business. So just keep that in mind. That's very important, especially if you're on a budget and you're just starting out. You don't want to overspend, what I'm trying to say. So now you have all reached the end of the video. Yay! I hope you like this video. I hope that this video can be used as a little guide of all of these elements you're going to be putting into your business. Please comment down below any other questions or video suggestions of any other topics, business related, or even jewelry. Specifically jewelry, I know a lot, so just make sure to leave it in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Most importantly, subscribe, because I want to reach 200 subscribers. So I will be seeing you all next week. Bye!